is going on? Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Hope you guys are having a good Monday morning. It's always a good Monday after a win, and that's what Tennessee did on Saturday night. A win over the Gators, a win over a rival. Tennessee is 5-1, and everything is still in front of them. SEC championship, that's obtainable. National championship, college football playoff, it's all obtainable. And I get that I keep coming on here and I keep preaching. Guys, enjoy the moment, enjoy the win, celebrate the victories, because there was a time not too long ago that these wins were few and far between. I know you guys have heard it, right? Not beat the Gators at home back-to-back times since 1990 and 1992. This is your third win over the Gators in 20 years. I'm just saying, enjoy it, soak it in, and let's have a little bit of fun. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like everything is all sunshine and rainbows. Obviously, we've got some issues on offense. It's not clicking, and everybody wants to point the finger. Everybody wants to put the blame on somebody, whether it's bring back Alex Golish, whether it's we need Hendon Hooker at quarterback. A lot of comparisons of Nico Iamaleava and Joe Milton. We're talking about offensive line struggles. We're looking for a wide receiver to step up and make a play. Look at the numbers. We're halfway through this season. That breaks my heart. Fourth in the country in scoring defense, giving up almost 11 points a game. Somebody made a great comment in this morning's live show, and they said, man, do you think Josh Heupel's frustrated because he knows what he's got on defense? He knows he has something special on defense, and this offense just isn't. They're not executing the way that he expected. They're still ninth in the country in scoring offense, scoring 42.2 points per game. We're halfway through the year. I get it. You can talk about level of competition, but since Josh Heupel has arrived at Tennessee, that's more points per game than any other year outside of 2022. So they're still scoring points. And again, I get it. Level of competition, 70-plus points against Kent State. I get it. We have issues on offense. Josh Heupel met with the media after the game. I watched this earlier today, had some interesting comments to say. We're going to get into that. We're going to hear what J.D. Pickell had to say about this Tennessee offense. Maybe it's not as bad as some of us think. But before we do that, I need you guys to take care of that YouTube stuff for me. Smash the thumbs up below this video. It's quick, free, easy, and it helps the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media, reporters, journalists. What we are is fans. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Great morning stream with Kaner. If you missed it and you have time, go back and give it a watch. We'll be live tomorrow night, every single Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, playing EA Sports College Football. But guess what? It's a hangout. We talk Vol football all night long, laid back, chill stream. Come join us for that. Also, Wednesday night, Talkin VAWLS Live. We'll get into this Alabama game coming up on Saturday. Friday morning, Coach Jay morning show. He's going to be live on location. He's coming in town for the game, but he's still going to jump on and do that Talkin VAWLS Live morning show on Friday at 10 a.m. So tune in for that. Attack the comment section as well. That helps the channel. If you don't have a comment or a question or a concern, just put a GBO in the comment section, and I would appreciate it. Let's get into it. Let's take a listen to what Josh Heupel said post-game, talking about his offense. And they asked about the passing game, but he talks about this offense as a whole. Let's take a listen.
Man, not tonight. I don't think we're far off. You know what I mean? But it's not just the pass game. It's the run game too. Like, missed assignments, fundamentals, technique. Like, it's guys open, we don't hit it. Guys open, we're getting pressure. It's everybody taking their turn. And at some point we got to say, we're going to man up and do our job and make this thing go the way that it's capable of.
We're going to man up and we're going to do our job and make this thing go the way it's capable of going. Josh Heupel knows his offense can be better, but, you hear the confirmation there. It's not just Nico. It's not just the offensive line. It's not just the play calling. It's a combination of things. Like he says there, it's like you got a guy open and you don't hit him. You got a guy open and protection breaks down. You got a guy open, you put the ball on him and he drops it. Like, it's so dumbed down, and it's been said multiple times, but it takes all 11 guys. And that's the way I feel like this offense is going right now. But look, you play quarterback at the University of Tennessee, it starts with you. Nico has to be better. He was 16 of 26 for 169 yards, no touchdowns, threw an interception. But I also think if you look back, he did some things well. He made some nice throws. If he connects on one of those deep balls, this is a different conversation. We're having a different conversation about this offense. But the bottom line is he didn't. He didn't make those plays. He didn't make those throws. And when you put one on the receivers, a guy's got to go make a play, right? If it's off their fingertips, it's like the Kitzelman throw in the Arkansas game. Miles Kitzelman knows that he's got to catch that ball, but Nico also knows I got to make a better throw there. Running the football, fumbling the exchange, right? Nico tries to pull it. We've been asking for him to run. They try to do it. He fumbles it. He makes a nice 9-yard run, gets called back for a Campbell holding call. 22-yard run gets called back for a Hurd holding call. Everybody's got to be better. But I'm encouraged by some of the things that I saw with the offensive game plan and what Josh Heupel did to try to make Nico more comfortable. I like them trying to get him involved in the run game. He had a pull in the third quarter that he picked up 12 yards and a first down. And then later, Coach Jay kind of tweeted it out talking about it. The sell by Nico to keep opened up a huge run for Dylan Sampson. That sell by Nico means nothing if he's not pulled the ball at any point during the game. When he starts pulling it and he starts keeping it and he starts running, this offense has an opportunity to be even better. So, yeah, it starts with Nico. Nico has to be better. He's not played good the last couple of weeks. He has to be better, but it's not just Nico. Let's go take a listen to what J.D. PicKell had to say when talking about this Tennessee offense and what needs to change. Let's take a listen.
The issues aren't just Nico here. Okay, like if I'm being honest, I need some receivers to go win for me. Okay, and I know that sounds a little bit simplistic. I know that sounds like a lazy take, but at the end of the day, I think it's the reality. I need an alpha dog to step up in that wide receiver room to where when things break down and Nico's scrambling, I have confidence that, hey, I put it up for Brim McCoy, I put it up for Squirrel White, I put it up for Chris Brazzell, whoever it is, I feel good about our guy coming down with it. And
I like that mentality. And, of course, J.D. PicKell played college football. What position? Wide receiver. So, of course, he's looking at the wide receivers and saying, I need somebody to step up. I need somebody to man up. I need somebody to go make a play. But on the flip side of that, you got to throw it up. You got to give him the opportunity to make that play. And he mentioned Chris Brazzell. He's the type of dude that can go up and make that play. We saw it in the game. He got pushed out, but he went up and he made a play. 50-50 ball. One-on-one coverage. Throw it up and let your guy go make a play. And Chris Brazzell did it. He did it all fall camp. We saw it in the scrimmages. 50-50 ball. Throw it up. Trust him. He's athletic. He's long. He's going to go up and he's going to make a play. We're not seeing that at all in this offense right now. But again, to go back to it, you got to bail your quarterback out. If he misses you, I get it. It's frustrating. But if there's one off the fingertips, put a little extra in it. Get out there and make a play. That's what J.D. PicKell's looking for. It's not all on Nico. Let's hear more.
Some of that maybe is you just got to pull the trigger and then let him go and hunt. Dante Thornton, maybe that's what it is.
Trigger.
But I need to see somebody separate because I think there's a lot of really good in that wide receiver room. I'm waiting for the great to step up. And I'll be real, we were there in the spring and saw these dudes practice. I saw a lot of great. Now, limited sample size, controlled environment, I get all that, but I think there's a lot of dudes in this room that can and I think eventually will emerge. I'll say this too. A couple of plays out there where Nico, probably got to be a little bit more dialed in when it comes to some of those throws downfield. Also, a couple of throws where I'm like, hey, we need some scholarship plays from the receiving corps, right? Like we're getting gloves on the football. We gotta help our guy out a little bit here.
Scholarship plays at wide receiver. We're getting gloves on the football. We got to help our guy out. Something that drove me mad last year, drove me insane. And, a lot of people want to roll through and they want to say that I hated Joe Milton and I doubted Joe. I've been called a Joe Milton lover and I've been called a Joe Milton hater. I've been called a sunshine Vol. I've been called a nega Vol. You know what that means? That means I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I'll probably even kill. I never liked the mindset of Joe throws the ball too hard. The wide receivers can't catch it. It's too hard. Yeah, sometimes that happens, but you're on scholarship to play Division I football. Tighten those gloves up and go make a football play. Go catch a football. Bail your quarterback out. If he hits you in the hands, catch it. And I like Miles Kitzelman taking ownership and say, I got to make a play there. But then Nico's taking ownership and saying, man, I got to put some touch on the ball. That's a bad throw. Overthrew it. You look at it, man, you can see the potential. You can see the potential in this offense. It just gets so dumbed down. 11 guys doing ordinary things at a high level, but it's so true. You got guys running through free. Nico overthrows them. You got guys open. Nico gets sacked because the offensive line breaks down. You make a big play. You pick up 22 yards. It comes back for holding. All 11 guys got to get on the same page. When guys are open, Nico has to hit them. If Nico hits them, you got to catch the football. Throw it, catch it, block, and let's go score points. I see the potential, and I think Josh Heupel is making some changes to this offense that is going to set this team up for success. Do we see that on Saturday? Do we see it on Saturday against Alabama? It's beat Bama week. You got everything to play for. You beat Alabama. You set yourself up for a heck of a run down the backstretch. And I get it. College football is crazy right now. When you look around the country at things going on and Alabama losing to Vanderbilt and Kentucky, almost catching Georgia, and that's after Alabama beat Georgia. College football is crazy right now, especially the SEC. Any given Saturday. But you go out and you beat Alabama and you start to show some life. You start to show a pulse on offense. So I get the frustrations. I get people being upset with this offense. They're still scoring 42 points a game and in the top 10 in the country. But you got to be better. You got a special defense, and you got to take advantage of it. What are your thoughts? Jump into the comment section. Let me know. As always, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. You can go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. You can support the channel by becoming a member. Hit that join button over there. There's also a link in the description for both of those things. You get a power tee beside your name, custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. More importantly, you keep the lights on around here and allow me to bring you as much content as possible. Allows the Monday streams with Kaner, the Friday morning streams with Coach Jay. Could not do this without your support. I am grateful, man. I am grateful. I said on the morning stream today, I am blessed that I get to wake up every single day and come on YouTube and talk Tennessee football, and that's because of you guys. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.